Matt, what's one piece of advice you have about aging?
Life's about new experiences, not just remembering the old experiences.
That's just the beginning. Stay tuned for more. I'm Kathleen Toomey, host of Seniority Authority, where we get smarter about growing older. Let's be honest. How many of us feel like our homes are bursting at the seams? You're not alone. In the last 50 years, the size of the average American home has nearly doubled. And with online shopping, just a click away, it's no surprise we're swimming in stuff. No wonder downsizing is such a hot topic. Matt Paxton, we are so excited to have you here. As an Emmy-nominated creator, best-selling author, and host of Hoarders and Filthy Fortunes, you've helped thousands of people navigate letting go. Before we dive in, let's take a look at one couple that made a bold move. For Mary Ellen and Richard, downsizing opened the door to something new. Let's take a look.
We lived in a beautiful home. We had a nice piece of property that we could enjoy the outdoors. Our home was large enough that we got to enjoy our family. It was nice. We really loved it.
When you get to the point where the family starts leaving for school and the kids get older, you start thinking of other things. We decided we need to shift from the large, beautiful place that we had to a smaller place that was more conducive to where we were going. The time of my tying a flashlight to a lawnmower to mow the lawn when I got home from work was over. Doing that kind of yard work got to be really tedious. We had to hire more and more people to take care of more and more things. I had reached the point that we'd had a good time there. The house was hollow without all the noise in it. And that encouraged us to look more intensely. It's just a requirement that you spend time looking ahead of time before it becomes an emergency. We could not have done this if we had waited another 2 years.
We also understood, because we had been involved in it with other family members, that it's a big job, and we wanted to do it before we were too old to do it. It's just right not to have an abundance. You know, I don't need 2 sets of flatware. I don't need, 5 sets of glasses. I don't need those things. And to just like have the basic things you really want and that you love, and that it's enough.
I'm a collector. I've collected things for 70 years, and you have to bring some things with you. But if you can condense the means of getting to whatever end you're dealing with, you're going to be able to pack it in a bag rather than to use a truck to do it. I have an expression for all of this, and it goes through different stages of my life. I've had a good run. And that's when I give something up, if I have that feeling, I'm done with it. I'm okay with it.
Once we started working on it and seeing the results of it, we kind of liked it. It wasn't like we were missing this stuff. It was like, wow, why did we have that there? Wow, did we really need that? And it was freeing. It was we felt lighter. So being here is a great feeling, and continuing with a life, and then knowing that someday when we're gone, we're not messing up someone else's life, that they're going to be able to not have to worry. There'll be some things, but overall, it's going to be minor, and that's a good feeling.
When you're in a pristine park, you want to leave nothing but your footprints.
This story is not new to you. You've been helping people downsize for 25 years. Tell me, in your opinion, what makes letting go of stuff so hard?
The main reason is it brings us happiness and it brings us joy. And we look for happiness and self-worth in our stuff. And, when you've got a great life, you have a lot of happiness and joy attached to that stuff. And that's why we always struggle with the dining room. I mean, it's where our families were created. It's where people, it's where you started your family. It's where you had conversations with all the loved ones that are no longer here. I mean, it's such an important room that your value system and your belief of family was created in a home. And so, yeah, when you got to let go of that kind of stuff, it's really, really hard because you're not just looking at stuff, you're looking at your grandmother's stuff, your mom's stuff, your grandfather's stuff. You know, you're looking at the chair you sat in the time you found out you're going to be the first woman to go to college in your family. I mean, it's heavy. It's emotional. It's not just stuff.